Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Cover Wars. I'm your host, aJaX, and with me always is Seth. Seth, how's it going tonight?
Going well. How are you?
Busy, busy. Can't stop, won't stop. But hey, you're on Cover Wars. Cover Wars is the podcast where we take you on a journey and find you the top 3 quintessential covers of a particular song. And we do that by pulling from a curated playlist of 20 songs. And then we find you our favorite 5, our top 5 favorites, and we reveal them in a surprise manner, culminating in the top 3 covers ever of a song. And then ultimately, the best cover ever of a particular song. Seth, what song will we be covering today here on Cover Wars?
When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish.
Oh yeah, can't wait. Let's do this. All right, so a little bit about When the Party's Over by one Billie Eilish. When the Party's Over is a song by American singer-songwriter Billie Eilish, and the second single from her debut studio album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? This was in 2019. It was originally released, however, on October 17th, 2018, through Darkroom and Interscope Records and available to stream and download. It was written and produced by Phineas O'Connell. So, Seth, how familiar were you with the song?
Well, actually, I knew the song. I wasn't sure much about it. I wasn't very familiar with it. But actually, I really do enjoy Billie Eilish and her brother. And one thing I wanted to note about this is when I was listening to this in my car, I compared this to my my car speakers to my headphones, and it's all night and day. It was with this song, it was night and day. There were so many nuances and everything on the headphones that it was definitely worth listening to on your headphones. As a heads up to everybody,
especially the more intimate songs where you pick out the different notes and the way that they hit are a lot different. So I can see that for sure. This song, the reason I picked it, I'm a huge fan of the song, but over the years, I've heard many different versions, many covers, and there's a few, especially one, which will come up later in the show, that just struck me. And I'm like, we have to cover this on the show. It's so good. So some more info. Here we go. The concept behind When the Party's Over was inspired after Phineas, and a lot of this says O'Connell. It's so old, all the stories I'm pulling from. It's like, he's Phineas, okay? And then I will say Billie instead of Eilish, so it's not confusing. So the concept behind When the Party's Over was inspired after Phineas, Eilish's brother, had left his date's house kind of for no reason and was driving home alone late at night, simultaneously unhappy at the end of the relationship, but also feeling a sense of safety through a lack of full investment in it. Phineas later approached Eilish with a draft of the track, and they decided to perform it live a year before it was even released, which Phineas later recalled was such a terrible idea, and he feared that fans would deem the studio recording inferior to the live version. They consequently set out to get the magic of a live performance into a space where it's still interesting to record, a process which Phineas described as really hard due to the song's delicate nature, as you mentioned there in the headphones versus the car listen. So, Seth, how important is it to have a strong relationship with your siblings?
I mean, I don't know how important it is, but it's definitely helpful.
I would agree, especially when you're like, if your brother is this awesome songwriter and producer, and you have supernatural talents that involve vocal skills that exceed the majority of every singer out. Yeah, I think that's important. Billie and Phineas decided that the track would be almost entirely vocal, utilizing only sub-bass and acoustic piano as additional instruments. This made it super challenging to keep each measure interesting. The song required approximately 100 vocal tracks, which included the stacking of layers on each part of the harmony, as well as weird processed ad-libs, which Eilish recorded over 90 takes of the song's first word, don't. to obtain the right sound. That's kind of cool. The influence of choral music on the song was informed by the siblings' experience singing in a choir during their childhood. And Billie disclosed that it was also inspired by the songs, get ready, Stand Still by Sabrina Claudio, 715 Creeks by Bon Iver, and Hide and Seek by Imogene Heap. So, Seth, as a Bon Iver fan, could you hear that influence come through on the song?
Now that you mention it, I can.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you weren't just like thinking of, oh, this sounds like Bon Iver, especially the 1715 or 715 Creeks song. Susie Exposito of Rolling Stone wrote that the track is one of the moments of when we all fall asleep where Eilish can't help but draw back the curtain and let you in. Very intimate. Similarly, Sputnik music reviewer Sewing Season called it one of the still frame moments when she allows herself to be heard not as the cynical teenage pop star, but rather as Billie, the 17-year-old girl who's going through all the same things you are. They also commended her mesmerizing whispers and hums. Billboard's Nicole Engelman praised the haunting song's sharply insightful lyrics when she argued demonstrate a maturity well beyond her then 16 years of age. So, Seth, that's the one thing I noticed right away when Billie broke onto the scene, which was maturity beyond her years. Can you think of any other artists that like came up so young and you're like, wow, these are very mature things coming from a very young person? Not to put you on the spot.
I thought it too, but what's funny about it, I'll tell you a quick story. So I thought of Johnny Lang, the blues musician. His voice when he was 14, he sang like he had been singing in bars for 25, 30 years. And then Joss Stone, she was
another blues
quite
singer.
established when she started. The funny thing about that is a Herbie Hancock album that has both of them featured on a song. So it's kind of funny that I thought of that at the same time. I don't know.
Was that the one that he won the Grammy for and everybody's like, Herbie Hancock's still around? I think it might have been.
It was a compilation record. It's one of the best records I've ever heard in my life. Yeah.
Well, hey, there you have it. Go check that out. The example I think of right away is Lord. The example I think of is Lord, and it's funny because in recent years, a lot of things have come to light. Lord might not have been as the age that she claims to have been, and still there's like this mystique around her age. So it's interesting. Okay, so that's the song stuff. Let's now get into the music video. Seth, did you watch the music video by chance?
No, I'm really bad at that. I'm so sorry.
Right. After the show, go and watch it. It's fun. Currently over 1 billion views. I know. I like the way she like jerks her head in tandem with the song. And then the video overall kind of reminds me what Bjork would do with this song in a video. It's just very unique. So the music video released on October 25th, 2018. The video starts with a blue-haired Eilish sitting in a white room before gulping down a cup filled with black liquid. She kind of like stares at the black liquid, thinking about what to do with it, and then she gulps it down. Then black tears, which are actually the liquid, start flowing down her cheeks, all through her neck, staining her outfit in the process. And then towards the end of the video, the camera pans downward and reveals that the black liquid started to stain on the floor. So I'm just thinking like, okay, what is this deep, meaningful thing? It's got to symbolize something. Well, Eilish said her inspiration for the video came from a fan art of a drawing of her with black eyes leaking. She said, I thought it was visually really dope and I wanted to physically create it. And it was directed by Carlos Lopez Estrada. So, I mean, you can garner any kind of, symbolism there all you want. I mean, there really is kind of a cool art form there. I love the video myself. So check it out.
Now that you described it, I remember it, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then the pictures, the stills of her eyes, like that. So it's neat. I liked it. Okay, so artist bio. Here we go. You ready? Billie Eilish, Pirate Baird O'Connell. That's right, I just said that. Billie Eilish, Pirate Baird O'Connell, born December 18th, 2001, is an American singer-songwriter and musician, an influential figure in modern popular culture. I'll say, Eilish is known for her unique musical sound and haunting vocals. Eilish first gained public attention in 2015 with her debut single, Ocean Eyes, which was released on SoundCloud and written and produced by Phineas in 2017. She released her debut EP, Don't Smile at Me, which was commercially successful in various countries, including the US, UK, and Australia. Great EP, great debut. Seth, did you know she had a pirate Baird in her name? It's Baird, B-A-I-R-D.
I don't recall.
Well, it's not like common knowledge, but I'm sure all the Billie fans out there kind of know that. I think she does different like little Easter eggs with it and videos and stuff. Seth, did you let's start this over too. Eilish's debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, released in 2019, debuted atop the Billboard 200, US Billboard 200 and UK albums chart, and was one of the year's best-selling albums. Its single Bad Guy became its first by an artist born in the 21st century to top the US Billboard Hot 100 and be certified diamond by the RIAA. Seth, did you like Bad Guy, the song?
It grew on me. Yeah,
Okay.
at first I was kind of too cool for school with Billie Eilish and Phineas, but
Really?
after
Okay,
I listened to them on a podcast, I ended up loving them. So love their work now.
Well, it's funny. I like the song out of the gate, and it's interesting because Billie once said that objectively, Bad Guy was the stupidest song in the world.
It's about Bad Guy. Well, objectively, Bad Guy is like the stupidest song in the world. Bad Guy.
But I must disagree with her on that one. Even though she does say duh in the song, I think the duh part is one of the most endearing parts. What about you? Do you like the duh part?
Yes.
Okay. So I put the question out there to everybody on the socials. What is your favorite Billie Eilish song of all time? This is my favorite, When the Party's Over. I got no shame. I'm okay with it being released as a single. I don't have to go into the deep cuts. But oh my goodness, boy, did everybody else go into the deep cuts. Here's just a smattering of up to when we recorded this, what people put as their favorite Billie Eilish songs. Chihiro, Your Power, The 30th, TV, Hostage, Wildflower, Lovely, 6 Feet Under, Listen Before I Go, All the Good Girls Go to Hell, Male Fantasy, The Diner, The Greatest, and 8. Those are just a few. They kept coming. I couldn't respond to everybody. Thank you for getting your picks in, and it just goes to show that, wow, her songs, they do resonate. They go deep into the deep cuts. So her accolades include 2 Academy Awards, 9 Grammy Awards, 9 American Music Awards, 20 Guinness Book World Records, 8 MTV Music Video Awards, 4 Brit Awards, and 2 Golden Globes. She is the second artist and only female in Grammy history to win all 4 general field categories: Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist in a single ceremony. Also becoming the youngest winner ever of both Album of the Year and Record of the Year. Eilish is the first person born in the 21st century to win both a Grammy Award and an Academy Award. Crazy. Seth, it's trivia time. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, this is not Rolling Stone Best Song of All Time related. I know, disappointed, but it's not. So here's the question. According to the RIAA and Billboard, Eilish is the blank highest certified digital singles artist of all time. A, 6th highest. B, 26th highest. C, 56th highest. Or D, 106th highest certified digital singles artist of all time. So we've got A, 6, B, 26, C, 56, or D, 106. What do you think?
It's got to be A or B, but I'm going with A.
Oh, you're right. It is A or B, but it is B, the 26th.
Oh, no!
So, hey, that's pretty close.
I haven't got one right, have I?
Hey, well, no, but you got the 50-50 that time. You should have pulled the audience too. All right, so she is also one of the most successful artists of the 2010s. Of course, that's bleeding into the 2020s naturally. All right, so we've talked about the song, we've talked about the artist, we've talked about the music video. Is it time? Yes, it's time. Let's get into the lyrics, shall we? All right. So let's just review this real quick. The concept behind When the Party's Over was inspired by Phineas's, Eilish's brother. Who doesn't know that? But is there anyone out there that doesn't know that Phineas and Billie Eilish are brother sister? I don't think anybody does anymore. I think it's common knowledge. But Phineas left his date's house kind of for no reason, was driving home late at night, simultaneously unhappy at the end of the relationship, but also feeling a sense of safety through a lack of full investment in it. That is deep right there. So you can kind of see how some of these lyrics are like, wow, that's heavy. But here we go with the lyrics. Don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose you. Can't afford to. Tore my shirt to stop you bleeding, but nothing ever stops you leaving. Quiet when I'm coming home and I'm on my own. I could say, I like it like that. Like it like that. I could lie, say, I like it like that. Like it like that. Don't you know too much already? I'll only hurt you if you let me. Call me friend, but keep me closer. Call me back. And I'll call you when the party's over. Quiet when I'm coming home and I'm on my own. And I could lie and say I like it like that. Like it like that. Yeah, I could lie, say I like it like that. Like it like that. But nothing is better sometimes. Once we both said our goodbyes, let's just let it go. Let me let you go. Quiet when I'm coming home and I'm on my own. I could lie, say I like it like that. Like it like that. I could lie, say I like it like that. Like it like that. And yes, the very first time I said that, I think I skipped a lie. I don't know. It's better to skip a lie, isn't it? But no, I love the song. I love the lyrics. It's simple, yet it's very deep and very layered if you really get into it. And knowing the backstory, the origin story of it. So, Seth, any lyrics there that you appreciate more?
This is one that I could simply say I appreciate all the lyrics. It's so well crafted, just so thoughtful and well interpreted. A lot of people kind of fight around to get the right words. It seems like these words came right out, and it just hit through and cut through like a knife.
Yeah, and I mean, if you were somebody who was, I don't know, shallow, vapid, somebody who just doesn't like care so much about somebody else's feelings, you would say that this is pretentious and like, oh, this is like, he's just laying it on thick and thinks he's something else. He thinks he's like saving this girl from himself. But it's deeper than that. It really is. There's more to it. He genuinely feels for this person and has emotions beyond that. And you can kind of really see that in the way he says things. Like this admission right here. I love this line. I'll only hurt you if you let me. That is one of those things that like, it's hard to put that into words, but it's so simple. He says it right there. And saying this through Billie Eilish's amazing voice is just something else. And that's why this song is it's so much better knowing that too, having that writing duo of Phineas and Billie, or Phileas. Hey, there you go.
Phileas.
It's Phileas.
Yeah, Phileas.
Phileas. All right.
That should be us.
Right. So Seth, is there anything else you want to touch on before we get into the rankings?
Really dug this playlist. If anyone wants to listen, follow the link because it was really well put together.
Yeah, so the links, we always have them on here for you right in the description and the pinned first comment. Check it out. We've got the YouTube version and the Spotify version, but here is a smattering of our artists. Okay, here we go. Here's the 20 artists that we included before we give our surprise reveals. So, Sleep Token, Cole Norton, Our Last Night, Noel Johnson, James Blake, Bailey Rushlow, Louis Capaldi, Pentatonics, Simmel, Keena Grannis, Bo Armstrong, Amber Lee, Irish, Baitland, Lauren Babick, or Babick. I think it's Babick. We'll go Babick. Brett Eldridge, Cimarelli, Bill Murray and No Dice, Life in 3D, Cub Sport, and Puddle's Pity Party. Those are who we had to choose from. Let's start things off with you, Seth. Who is your number 5?
It's going to sound like a broken record with all these different songs we've done, but I've got Sleep Token at number 5.
Ooh, okay. At 5, we have Sleep Token for Seth. All right. Sleep Token, he has been on here before, or they have been on here before. Why do I say he? I don't know. Sleep Token from the deluxe version of the album Sundowning, released on June of 2020. Currently at 5.8 million monthly listeners, an English alt metal band that keeps their identities anonymous by wearing masks, making them a divisive bunch. But Seth, why did you put them at number 5?
So you nailed it when you talked about the song. So this version is emotionally haunting vocals. It's just really, really gives you exactly what Billie did, but in a male voice. And I thought it was really well interpreted.
So, what did you think about the crackle? The crackle in the voice toward the end. Did you like that? I mean,
He
you put
was
him at
so
number 5.
emotional on this take that it really hit me. It really, really hit me, especially after multiple listens. I was like, this guy means what he's singing. It's not even his song.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, not to give anything away or anything, but I love Sleep Token. I, really, really love certain versions of their song. This one for me, I think it's nice up until that crackle. The crackle bothers me. It bothers me in that I don't think it's disingenuous. I just think it does disservice to the song. So I had the opposite feeling toward the crackle than you did. I just found it more distracting than pleasing to the ear. So yeah, that's why. I just couldn't get into that. But I like that you liked it, and I love that this is Cover Wars because we can have difference in opinion. All right, so Seth, are you ready for my number 5?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, well, my number 5 is none other than the aforementioned Puddles Pity Party. Oh, yeah. All right, so this is from a single released in February of 2022. Puddles currently at 140,000 monthly listeners, touring with Weird Al Yankovic this past summer and now next summer into the fall. Michael Geyer is a 6'8" American singer and entertainer based in Atlanta, Georgia. Best known for his persona, Puddles Pity Party, a white-faced clown who sings covers of popular music. In 2017, he gained popularity from appearing on America's Got Talent, making it all the way to the quarterfinals. That's how I found out who he was, and I started loving his voice and his vocals. I just love the genuine articulation, all the care put into his interpretation, and one of his better covers overall, I feel. Like in general, this one, the one, he just knocks it out of the park. Thoroughly enjoyable, and what he does with words and notes are what many singers are too afraid to do, and Puddles does it unironically in sad clown makeup, which makes it even better for me. Seth, what did you think of Puddles' version?
I simply wrote down the bass made all the difference. There's very low notes, sometimes so low that it was almost hard to distinguish whether it was a human or an instrument.
Well, I won't say that I have bias for Puddles, but he's not number 5 because of my bias. He's number 5 because simply I love this version of the song and his version. This is one of my favorite Puddles renditions of any song. So, yeah, that's why he's my number 5. So, Seth, what is your number 4?
Well, according to you, my number 4 is pronounced Simmel. I just said it was SYML. But
yeah, so I'll tell you about Simmel and his pronunciation. So the artist Simmel, SYML, is pronounced Simmel. The name is a nod to the Welsh word for simple, reflecting the artist's Welsh heritage. So he discovered that after being adopted. Originally, this was played unplugged in Paris back in September. He later recorded it for a single release a couple weeks ago, November 14th, 2025. He's got 13.6 million monthly listeners. By the way, his 2023 album, The Day My Father Died, is one of my favorite albums of 2023. He just released a new album this year called Nobody Lives Here. His solo venture of Brian Fennell is Simmel, and he's formerly of the indie band Barcelona. He's an exceptional vocalist and multi-instrumentalist. So, why did you pick Simmel for your number 4?
It's amazing vocal performance, and I've also put down the piano is lovely. So
yeah,
that's all I got.
Very nice. I will just tell you that Semmel is the reason why I picked this song. Just hearing it recently, I'm like, putting it together, I'm like, okay, he just put out a version of the song. There's so many other versions. I have to check this out. And sure enough, that's why I chose it. So that just goes to show you how much I like it. So Seth, are you ready for my number 4?
I really need to know.
Yeah, you do. My number 4 is Noel Johnson. Noel Johnson from a single released in November of 2019. Noel Johnson at 1.4 million monthly listeners is an indie pop singer-songwriter who says she's just happy to be here. This song, from the first notes, she had me hooked. And I love the echo effect at the midway point, and then she uses again later in on the song. The vocal never wavers. It just slices through the notes like a butter knife, and it grabs you and doesn't let go. I love this version. What did you think, Seth?
So I wrote down just about perfection, easy on the ears.
Very nice. Lovely. Yeah, good stuff. Surprised I'd never heard of Noel Johnson, but over 1 million monthly listeners. I'm like, follow. Had to follow that. So, all right. So, Seth, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is someone we've never heard of before, Noel Johnson.
No way. To quote one Belky Bartatamos, get right out of town. All right. That didn't age me or anything. But hey, Seth, why did Noel Johnson hit number 3 for you? I mean,
sorry, that was great.
No, that's
that
great.
Was
We have
absolutely awful. Awesome.
We have a match. We have a match. We have you had it at number 3. I have her number 4. Why is Noel Johnson's version so good?
There's something sweet about it, but yet it still retains that emotional connection. And like you said, the way she cuts through the different, I would say, tones of the song are just effortless, and it was very smooth and, like I said, easy on the ears.
Yeah, and I love that effect. I don't know how to put it any better than that. I mean, usually effects they can be hokey, distracting, too much at times, but there's something that happens there at that midway point when she switches to the effect. It gives her another layer to her vocals, and it doesn't overpower the song. And I think if she didn't have that, I wouldn't like it as much, but I would still like it. So I like, and it's so subtle too. It's just a little notch, but yeah, Great stuff. I love that we have a match. So Seth, let's see if we can get some more matches. Are you ready for my number 3?
I can't believe we're here, but yes, I'm ready for it.
Okay, good. Yeah, my number 3 is Kina Grannis. Kina Grannis, from a single release December 2018, has 2.2 million monthly listeners. Kina's an American guitarist, singer, and YouTuber. She was the winner of 2008's Dorito Crash the Super Bowl contest, earning a recording contract with Interscope Records and having her music video played during the commercials of the Super Bowl. Roman numerals and me. I think it was 42. Let's go with that. 42. On February 3rd, 2008, her cover of Can't Help Falling in Love from Crazy Rich Asians, by the way, has nearly 300 million streams. That's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I thought it's just a very simple acoustic guitar that almost starts with like a waltz kind of a feel to it. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm like, that's simple and weird. But then you get drawn to it, and there's just this undeniably heartfelt and gorgeous melodic vocal that transports you. I mean, it's just, I love it. It's incredible. Her voice is just perfect, and it matches the melody of the song to a T. So what did you think of Kina Grannis' version?
I wrote down playful yet emotional. The instrumentation is really well done on that one as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, at first, I didn't know what to think. I'm like, this could be that lead in with that waltz feel. Like, you can go into any song with that. But the way she turns it and then she sings When the Party's Over to it, like, this is crazy. I love it. And then I listen to it again and again. I'm like, her voice is just, it's just otherworldly. I love it. All right, so, like butter. Seth, what is your number 2?
All right, my number 2 is Cole Norton.
Cole Norton. Good stuff. Okay, let's talk about Cole Norton here. Cole Norton, this was from a single released in December of 2018. Cole Norton currently has 76,000 monthly listeners. He's a singer-songwriter who infused pop, rock, and dance elements, but now is more into producing. So he's not releasing as much music now. It's through other artists in producing and mixing. But what did you feel was so good about this song that you put him at number 2?
I had written down dramatic, relaxed version. However, there's something about his vocals that drew me in, and I could not get rid of this one. Like I had to go back and listen and listen and listen and listen. I'm like, is it really that good? To me, it's that good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, especially right after the first note in the first verse. Once you get to that second line, you're like, oh my goodness, like, well, where did this come from? And then when you actually see him perform it, like we've got the YouTube on the playlist there, he's at a piano. And by the way, I love the piano playing during this too. He's just banging those keys great. But then it's so subtle, and then he just lays into his voice, and you're like, that's coming from him? Okay. So very surprising. But very cool there. So Cole Norton, you're number 2. Seth, are you ready for my number 2 song?
I'm hoping it's a match, but yes, I'm ready.
Well, it is a match, but perhaps not the one you think. My number 2 is Simmel. Simmel indeed. So just released this year. The reason why I picked When the Party's Over to cover on the show. So that should tell you a lot how much I feel about the song. But this vocal is absolutely insane. I mean, just something to behold altogether. It's simply beautiful in every way, but I couldn't believe that it's not number 1. Like, I'm going into this, I'm like, this is gonna be number 1, like for sure, right? And then I heard number 1, I'm like, uh-oh. So we'll get to that later, of course. But Simmel,
I did on every single one.
That's funny. Number 1 was always my number 1 when I heard it, but I figured Simmel would take it easy, and I was wrong. But if you have not heard Simmel's albums, go back and listen to the album The Day My Father Died. That whole thing is just absolutely, so few, I think, have heard it. Then I go on here and I'm like, what he's got, like 13 million? Yeah, 13.6 million monthly listeners, so perhaps not. So Simmel, check him out. All right, Seth, before we get into our number 1s, of course, what we like to do is provide everybody with a list of honorable mentions, songs that weren't good enough for our top 5, but just barely eked out. So, Seth, 10 through 6, starting with your number 10 and revealing, I will give you some information as we go along.
Number 10 is someone also familiar with our podcast. I have Amber Lee Irish.
Okay. Amber Lee Irish. We'll talk about Amber Lee Irish here. So, from the Unplugged Acoustic Volume 4 EP released on June 2019, currently sitting at 680,000 monthly listeners, she's an accomplished performer of modern pop songs. Originally from the UK, has become a sought-after performer in the pop field thanks to explosive vocals and captivating stage presence. Her songs are distinguished by enticing melodies, bouncy beats, and approachable lyrics that appeal to a broad audience. So, Seth, what did you feel Amber Lee Irish was worthy of the number 10 spot for?
So I wrote down strong piano and delicious vocals.
Ooh, delicious. I like it. All right, good stuff. So what about number 9?
At number 9, I've got Bo Armstrong.
All right, Bo Armstrong. Let me ask you this first. Did you ever hear of Bo Armstrong before this playlist?
Is it who I think it is?
I don't know. I don't know if it is. Let me tell you more. Perhaps I should not have asked the question.
No,
maybe it is. Neil Armstrong's grandson? No, I don't know.
No, my goodness.
Bo Armstrong. This was a release from a single in September 2021. Currently at 30,000 monthly listeners. Nashville-based singer-songwriter who pairs hardened lyrics with a heartfelt voice to deliver honest Texas-bent Americana. So I don't know if that's who you think it is or not, but that's Bo Armstrong. What did you like so much about his vocal or his version of the song altogether?
The name sounded familiar, but I didn't dig into it, so I should have done my research. But what I liked about it was that it had a great acoustic opening, and then his vocals, like the power of his vocals, stuck with the whole song, and he didn't really stray from it. He kind of just threw it at you, and if you liked it, you liked it, and if you didn't, you didn't, because that was what you got.
What about the break toward the end of the song? What were your thoughts on the break at the end?
There were a couple of songs, versions of this covers on this list that they had different like endings, like bridges and things.
Mhm.
I didn't mind it. I thought they were all inventive and enjoyed them all.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that the song is so short. What's funny though is like you picked Sleep Token for your number 5. Sleep Token's version is a minute shorter. So it's funny, like they'll either extend the song or make it shorter. In this case, Bo Armstrong extended it with that break. But yeah, I don't know what to feel about them. So what about number 8 for you?
And number 8, I've got another familiar one to the podcast, Pentatonics.
All right, Pentatonics. Yes, many familiar with Pentatonics, but I'll just run through. This is from an at-home EP released during quarantine in the COVID era, June 2020. Currently, Pentatonics at 12.6 million monthly listeners. They're a 3-time Grammy award-winning vocal group that reimagine, reinvigorate, and redefine a cappella. So why did you like Pentatonics for number 8?
So it was such a wonderful vocal take, just a great take. I'm a big fan of theirs. Like, they're probably my first or second favorite a cappella group. I just really dig them, and I think they're so skilled, and they can hit notes and imitate instruments like it's unheard of.
Yeah, I agree. Very nice. Okay, what about number 7 for you?
At number 7, I've got the Kina Grannis.
Kina Grannis. Okay, very nice. Aforementioned Kina Grannis. Why did you like her so much? You put her at 7.
So I just thought it was a really playful take, and something about it kind of strayed from the others. There's only a few tracks on this playlist that are very different, and I felt like it had its own vibe, and I really liked it.
I agree. Very nice. And what about number 6?
At 6 was hard to sell at 6, but James Blake.
James Blake. Why do you say that? Why do you think it's hard to sell at 6?
It was, yeah, I'm surprised it didn't go higher. It was like in the top 5. It was very good.
Gotcha. All right. So, Seth, that's your 10 through 6. At 10, you had BILLIE EILIsh. At 9, you had Bo Armstrong. At 8, you had Pentatonics. 7, Kina Grannis. And 6, James Blake. Your number 5 is Sleep Token. Your number 4 is Simmel. Your number 3, Noel Johnson. Your number 2, Cole Norton. All right, you ready for my 10 through 6 honorable mention wise?
I'm so excited to hear this because I have a feeling it's going to be quite different than mine.
We'll see. My number 10 is James Blake. So,
woo!
Yeah. I didn't mention this, but it's from a covers EP released on December 2020. 10.3 million monthly listeners. Oh my goodness. Producer, singer, songwriter known for gentle R&B vocals and minimal rhythmic elements of dubstep. That's right. I just said that. For a unique style all of his own. From low to high, the high notes really hit so delicately, but with precision. And then there's this very subtle piano playing that just reels you in. And I love the high note hold at the end before the last chorus. That kept moving him down the list, but the competition kept bumping him back. So more of that competition. At number 9, we had Brett Eldredge. This is from a single released in September 2020. 4.8 million monthly listeners. And Brett is an American country music singer, songwriter, and record producer. Now, I don't want to say that I shouldn't like it like that, but he's got this deep voice that kind of caught me off guard at first. But the way he sings this, it's just so surprisingly fabulous. And I just really love the contrast of his vocals to the original. Like, this one, is more and more I listen to it, the more surprised I was at how much I liked it. Does that make sense? What did you think of?
Teleporting over and looking at my notes?
No. Are you saying the same thing about Brett Eldredge?
So I wrote down different take, so it caught my attention. And you said it caught your attention too. I'm like, whoa.
It very much did when I started hearing this, and I started giving it more listens, and I was like, what? That kind of stuff kind of catches my ears. So my number 8, or wait, that was my number 9. What is going on with my notes? I think I screwed something up. No, I didn't. Okay. All right. So that was number 9. My number 8 is none other than Pentatonics. That's right. From the At Home EP released during quarantine. I thought this was an excellent a cappella version of the song. And then just the harmonies are some of the best you'll ever hear. It's what they do. And even the extra backing vocals are just so well done. I couldn't deny this version. So Pentatonics.
That's our first match.
Matchy match. Same note. Yeah. Right at 8. My number 7 is Cole Norton.
Ooh.
And I just thought this was an incredible vocal over beautiful piano. Probably my favorite piano of any version of this. His voice is just shockingly better than you'd expect it, especially in the beginning verse. This is almost the most difficult song to rank for me because I love it, but the competition is fierce. It's fierce.
Yep.
All right, you ready for my number 6?
I really need to know.
Okay. With this one, I'm surprised that you didn't have this listed yet. It almost kind of scares me a little bit that you didn't, but not really at the same time. You'll probably be surprised I have it at 6, and that is Life in 3D. I just thought, I'll tell you what I thought after I tell you what it's from. It's from a single released in September of 2024. They sit at 116,000 monthly listeners. Life in 3D is a sibling singing group made up of Dalen, Dara, and Devon Veacher, or Devin Veacher. Known for their harmonious vocals and uplifting covers of popular songs, I thought there were just fascinating harmonies here. With just the right touches. It was a beautiful version that hits all the right notes. And it pained me to leave this out of the top 5, but ultimately I had to. I couldn't bring myself to include them in the top 5. But what did you think of Life in 3D?
So Life in 3D, I had that I didn't really click with that one. So it didn't make my top 10. I'm sorry, but it just didn't. Okay. It was one of those that I was kind of fighting for that top 10 spot. So, I had quite a few that I couldn't weasel their way in.
I will save my tears for another day and another show because I
apologize.
I'm sure I will have more tears. But okay, so we have gone through. I'll give you a little.
That's a second match.
Oh yeah, we have a matchy match.
Yeah, because we had
others.
Simmel. Yeah,
we also had another one match. Do you not remember Noel Johnson?
No, I'm saying a matchy match.
Wait, so we matched on Simmel? No, I had him at 2. You had him at 4.
I read that wrong. I'm sorry.
You're confusing me.
I'm trying to do the ranking ahead of time here.
It's all good. But number 10 of mine was James Blake. Number 9, Brett Eldridge. Number 8, Pentatonics. Number 7, Cole Norton. And number 6, Life in 3D. Into the top 5. At 5, I have Puddles Pity Party. At number 4, Noel Johnson. Number 3, Keena Grannis. And number 2, Simmel. All right. It's time to get serious now. Seth, dim the lights. What is your number 1?
I just about dimmed the lights. I was about to do it.
Okay, let's.
I honestly.
I need to know.
I'm kind of excited. Think we'll match. I think we'll match.
We have to, right? It's got to be. We'll see.
It has to because the other ones wouldn't make number 1. So at number 1, I've got Lewis Capaldi, and I'm hoping you do too because this is going to make the easiest cover wars we've ever done before.
Really? Okay, well, we'll see. But for now, let's give you some information about one Lewis Capaldi. Lewis Capaldi, this is from an EP called All the Rest. Just leftovers from a studio session on his prior engagement of an LP. This was released on May 16th, 2025. Lewis Capaldi, get this, has 32.6 million monthly listeners and is currently 169th in the world. He's a Scottish singer-songwriter and musician. He was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, but has had such a great attitude about it. He's often praised for his hilarious dialogues and rants between songs while performing live. Have you ever seen Lewis Capaldi live? Like his performances, I mean?
I've seen him on TV, yes.
Okay. So he does drop A lot of F-bombs. Not because of Tourette's. I think that's separate completely from the F-bomb dropping. I just think it's his personality. But I will say, he is so funny. Like, he says some of the funniest things. Him and Donovan Woods. Those are two completely different artists, I know. But if you ever listen to the dialogue between the songs of one Louis Capaldi or a Donovan Woods, check it out. It'll crack you up. Look up their live stuff on the YouTube. So, Seth, I got to know, why did you choose Louis Capaldi for your number one version of When the Party's Over?
So I wrote down rich vocals, delicate precision, or deliberate precision. I'm sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Deliberate
we both
precision.
Use precision in our notes today. I love it. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
That's it.
Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. I love that. Yes. So Louis Capaldi, this is an excellent version. I mean, his voice is ridiculous. And his rasp, when he hits a high note, it's unlike anything you'll ever hear. So, yes, Louis Capaldi at number one for you, Seth. Did we match? Let us find out. Seth, are you ready for my number one?
I really hope I'm ready, yes.
Well, I would be an idiot if I didn't pick Louis Capaldi for number one. So I did. This is the only artist. It's almost unfair to Simmel that Louis Capaldi's on here. I kind of felt bad because I'm like, oh, Simmel's going to win this. In the second, I mean, it did take me several seconds, like 15. But once you heard that rasp come in, when he hits that like high gravelly rasp that at that note where everybody else would not grab your attention whatsoever, but it's Louis Capaldi, so he does. I'm like, oh, Simmel's toast. It's not even fair. It's really not even fair. I mean, it's unlike anything you'll ever hear. We talk a lot about vocal acrobatics on the show, but he is an absolute pro at it, and it's so natural for him. The way he can just bend a song to his liking and the way he can take notes and maneuver them and fashion them to however he wants them to be with that signature rasp and tone. He leaves everyone in the dust, and he is an unbelievable artist. He just leaves you shaking your head, wondering how it's possible for anyone to sound that good. So yeah, for me, Louis Capaldi, also number one. Dethroning Simmel, which I really felt was going to take that. So you mentioned that this was going to be the easiest cover war we've ever had. I'm looking at him and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. So am I wrong in saying number 3 is Noel Johnson, number 2 is Simmel, and number 1 is Louis Capaldi?
Correct. That's it. No fight. There's no fight this week.
This isn't
if you tuned in for a fight, you got the wrong episode.
Well, we fought a little bit. I mean, like, you had Sleep Token at 5. And I'm going to be right straight with you here. Here's my number 20. He took the back seat, and I keep saying he, but they, the band, Sleep Token. The crackle didn't pop for me, nor was it snappy. You know, I hate to keep going back to Rice Krispies, but yeah, for me, I don't think it's disingenuous, but it took away from me. It backed it all the way back up. But I like that you had Sleep Token a fight. The other fight we had, you didn't have Puddle's Pay Party in your top 10? Come on, Seth. I think that's the only other one. What's the other one that I was like, oh, Life in 3D? We're like, I didn't care for that version at all. So there was a little fighting. There was a little fisticuffs there, but not when we got down to the nitty and the gritty. So
out of our
3,
10,
2, 1.
We matched on 7, so I think we didn't fight very much.
No, that's pretty good right there. That is, yeah. I think Brett Eldridge was the only other one you didn't include. So,
which was in my top 15. So,
okay. Well, we're gonna stamp it. Here are your top 3 quintessential versions of "When the Party's Over" by Billie Eilish. At number 3, Noel Johnson. At number 2, Simmel. And your number 1 cover version of When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish, Louis Capaldi. Okay, Seth, how do you think we did on When the Party's Over?
I honestly think, given how broad this was, I think we did an amazing job. I really do.
I agree, and I'm surprised. We had so many similars on here. Next,
and then it's the newest song we've covered, so
it is. You're right.
New one for us.
So this is kind of special occasion right here. So this is our 20th, Seth and I's 20th episode together on the show. It will mark an ending of sorts to season 1. We're going to have a season 1 finale go live next Monday at 7 p.m. on YouTube. 7 p.m. That is Monday, December 8th, 2025, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please check it out. And what we're going to do is something really neat and nifty on that program. What we're going to do is we're going to pick the number ones out of every single episode that we've done on the show so far. And we're going to make a playlist. And from that playlist of our picked quintessential number ones of all the songs that we've covered so far on the show, we're going to do exactly what we always do. We're going to give you our top 5 favorites. Then we're going to battle it out in a cover war and determine the top 3 songs of our number ones from our first 20 episodes, our first season 1, culminating in the number 1 cover that we've covered on all 20 episodes. So, Seth, are you excited about that show?
I am, and I think it's gonna be fun because we're gonna be battling every song.
We're gonna talk about each episode briefly. We're gonna talk about, there are some that, and I don't like holding grudges, but the fact that you didn't pick Brandi Carlile's Black Hole Sun, I might never let that go. We'll see as the seasons go by. Seasons come and seasons go, but and I'm sure there's some others that you didn't like that I didn't even have at number 1 for mine too. Does any come to mind right off?
Does any come to mind?
Yeah. Oh, nothing comes to mind.
Top
Okay,
3. It made top 3, but it's my favorite ever was the Meters from Come Together.
Oh yeah, Come Together. So
that,
I liked it too. I think I
thought
had
that
what?
was it's in the top 3. It's
okay,
in the top 3, but to me that was my number 1 that episode, and that was like the greatest playlist we've done so far. So
I will agree with you there. The Come Together playlist is probably the best one. I would agree with that. So, come together and watch next week, won't you? I'm excited. It's going to be on Monday, December 8th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so Seth, where can the people find us if they want more Cover Wars?
So our socials are at Cover Wars Podcast on YouTube, Cover Wars on Facebook, Cover Wars Podcast at gmail.com, and Cover Wars on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Hey, and if you're ever out there and you're all alone and you don't know where to go for songs covered by artists other than the original, Seth and I, we've got you covered. Bye, everybody. We'll see you.
Goodbye.